Need for Speed Unbound Volume 8 is quite disappointing. Here's why. But before we get to my complaints with the update, let's just go through the things I actually do like about the update. The new Hot Pursuit game mode, it is quite fun. I mean, it has its problems, but I'll get to those later. And this is also the first time in quite a while, it's also the first modern Need for Speed game post 2015 that you can drive cop cars in, so that's a plus. And I like in the Hot Pursuit game mode that it rewards all the players for using teamwork and actually boxing the racers in instead of destroying them. There is quite a bit of destroying them, but yes. And I like that, the pursuit tech has its own problems, but I like that the racers don't actually get any because it encourages the racers to run away from the cops, not the other way around as it sometimes devolves into in Hot Pursuit and Rivals. But now that that's out of the way, let's go to my many problems with the update. So for me, the update just feels a bit empty and lackluster. So one of the main problems I think that most players can agree upon is that the lobby size is still too small on private lobbies. No, they don't exist. That's not really a new update problem. That's been around for ages, but still. And there's quite a few problems with the Hot Pursuit mode. First things first, the cops are a little bit overpowered, especially with how quickly you can just teleport ahead of people. And it just often devolves the game into just constant rhino maneuvers and spike strips. The cops, I think their pursuit tech also recharges a bit too quickly, but that's not as bad as the redeploy maneuver. Something on the racer side though, the fact that they can constantly reset to track every time they're being busted just sort of defeats the point of trying to box them in and takes a bit of the fun out of it. And the AI cops, I want AI cops in it, but they do seem to get in the way a bit, whichever side you're on. And the final thing for that is that you don't get the pursuit music in the pursuit event, you get the awful licensed soundtrack, which is just wrong. There's also the usual EA over-monetization problems. This is a £60 game we're talking about, and you've got a paid battle pass. The ridiculous DLC packs are a whole other story, but for the new update, you've got this ridiculous DLC battle pass, and most of the good cop customization, as well as one of the cars, the one I actually prefer, irritatingly, is locked behind it. So it's just greedy and pathetic. I'm not a fan of it. I will never defend it. Even when the update's good, I will not defend the Battle Pass thing. Now, these problems may be a bit more biased towards my sort of playstyle, but I'm going to list them off anyway. You can't change the liveries on the cop cars. Yes, you can customize them, which is very cool. I do like that. But the fact that you can't change the liveries is just... there's not a single Lakeshore car. It's like all from other games or even whole other countries like the UK Police Range Rover or the Japanese Skyline. So that's just weird. There's no actual cop cars that the AI use in the game. There's no Charger, there's no Camaro, there's no Explorer, there's no Corvette, and there's no Raptor. There is a heavy pickup truck, but they made it the Chevrolet Colorado, because why? There is the Crown Vic, but again, no Lakeshore livery. And what's the biggest drawback for me? Again, people, you might not agree with me on this. This may be biased towards the way I play, but there's no free roam cops. That's what I really wanted from this update. Me and a select group of people. But even if they just let us drive the cars around, they don't have to add the whole weapons and a whole game mode as like in Rivals. If they let us drive the cars and don't let the AI chase you while you're in the cop car, I think that'd just be brilliant. But I don't want the developers to think I'm hating on the update because it's Hot Pursuit. I love Hot Pursuit. I love driving cop cars. It's just the way they've executed it just seems lazy and poor, and I want Need for Speed to be the best it can be. I don't want to be feeling like this every time a new update comes out. The Underground Drag and Drift update, that was great despite the Battle Pass, and despite the fact I've never actually really liked Need for Speed Underground. I liked that update because it was good. But this just feels a bit lazy. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And yeah, have a great day or night or evening or whatever you're having wherever you're on. See you next time. Goodbye.